Hello and welcome to a budget special episode of ET Smart Investor. In today's episode, we'll be discussing all about taxation with respect to the upcoming budget. Now, to lead the discussion, we have tax expert Gauri Chadda with us today. Thank you so much, Gauri, for taking out time. The first thing I would like to discuss with you is that union budget is just around the corner. What do you think are the broader expectations out there?
This is the final budget after the government has been formed, so we definitely expect a lot of changes as far as the direct taxation is concerned. Looking at the new regime, the tax rates, and slab rationalizations, and also capital gain tax. And I think there's a lot to offer to the taxpayers by the government.
What are the expected changes when it comes to LTCG, especially when we talk about equity?
See, in equity, I don't see any major change. The reason being that until 2018, there was no tax on long-term equity. In 2018, they introduced long-term capital gains at 10%, and the exemption was given for 1 lakh, which of course I feel is a very low limit. But as far as the rate of tax is concerned, which is 10%, I believe it is already quite low. Abolishing that tax again, I don't think so would be possible in the near future. Increasing that rate will cause issues. So the only option with the government is that they can increase the exemption limit from 1 lakh to maybe 2.5 lakhs. That is all.
Yeah.
But as far as the other long-term capital gains are concerned, I believe that the government is definitely looking at making the long-term capital gains little more easy, because right now if you see, all the asset classes have different holding period and different tax rate. So if you talk about gold or any other asset, it's the holding period is 3 years or more. Only then it becomes long-term capital gain, and then you get taxed at 20% with indexation. In terms of property, the holding period is 2 years, and then short term is taxed separately, long term is taxed separately. Then in equity, as we know, it's 15 and 10%, and the holding period is 1%. So I think there's a need make everything at same level. They can have 2 years holding period for everything, or probably one if they can manage that. But that would be easier, I think. So this could be one area where they might look into.
All right. So the next thing I would like to talk to you about is taxpayers, and taxpayers are mostly interested in deductions. Do you think that there are any chances of increasing the common deductions such as ATC or ATD?
See, definitely, you rightly said that people are very excited when they actually file their return and they claim those deductions. But now, when you look at your return, the tax payable in majority cases is less in new regime, where you actually don't get any deduction. So according to me, the future plan of the government might be to abolish the old regime, because they can't continue with two regimes forever. It is causing a lot of confusion in the minds of taxpayers. So I believe that in long run, the old regime will be abolished. It will fade out gradually. So if they make any changes in the deductions part, we assume that those deductions are given in old regime only. So old regime will be made better, and that that will make the regime going on for a longer period of time, which I don't think is the expectation of the government. And the second thing is that whereas the new regime is concerned, I think in that, if you introduce any new deduction, like last time, the standard deduction was introduced in the new regime. Now, I believe if you start introducing new deductions in new regime, then the new regime will lose its charm. There is no point in introducing ATC, ATD, and even standard deduction for that matter to the new regime. But now that they have already introduced standard deduction, they can increase that. That's all. Apart from that, I don't see any major change happening in the common deductions like ATC, ATD, housing loan, and all of those sections.
All right. So, Gauri, as you mentioned about old regime fading out gradually, eventually. So, I wanted to understand: do you think that we could have a single tax regime, or a single tax regime would be actually better for the taxpayers in the long run? And should the government actually focus on making the new regime more attractive so that more taxpayers shift that side?
See, I am not fully in the support of new regime in the sense
Hmm.
that there are few deductions and few investments which people were making out of compulsion. Because if you talk
Hmm.
about your PF, every employer deducts, almost all employers deduct PF. There's a like children tuition fee that mostly parents pay, and
Hmm.
LIC everybody takes, Mediclaim everybody takes, and then when they don't get that deduction, they feel bad about it. Apart
Yeah.
from that, there are few investments which you make on out of your own choice because you are getting deduction for that, and in
Hmm.
return, your retirement is secured, like your PPF investment or your ELSS investment, which you were making earlier just to save tax, but you are not realizing that you are securing your future. So in new regime, that has been stopped. But apart from that, I believe that new regime is better in terms of lesser tax. So if
Yeah.
somebody doesn't have so many deductions, like they are single, they are not married also, and maybe they are
Hmm.
self-employed and they want more cash in hand, so they can opt for new regime. But in new regime, definitely the tax rates are lower. So this is one aspect where I think the government should look into, which of course in the last budget also they had made changes, and they made the new regime better by rationalizing the slabs. Because initially
Hmm.
when the new regime was introduced, I believe that hardly 10 to 15%, as per my personal experience and the data I have seen, 10 to
Hmm.
15% people must have opted for the new regime, which was
Yeah.
a complete failure for the new regime. Now, after it has been made better, I believe that more than 50-60% people, or maybe more than that, also are opting for new regime.
Hmm.
So, new regime is already doing better. So, a little more cut in the slab rates or rationalization of slabs, I would say, will be a very good opportunity for the taxpayers to save tax, and more people will start paying tax. Secondly, the highest tax rate, which is at 30% in case of both old and new regime, is quite high. Highest tax, that is 30%. And in few
Yeah.
cases, and of course education cess is there. Apart from that, there is surcharge also on people who are earning a lot of income. So
Hmm.
that highest slab rate should be reduced.
One last thing I would like to take as a question, just as a roundup, is to understand what are the expectations out there from the taxation industry and the taxpayer part when it comes to personal and corporate tax.
See, corporates definitely have a lot of expectations, but already I think they have good tax structure. And so, in
Hmm.
terms of business, they have all the expenses which are allowed, and for salaried people, there's hardly anything. And now they don't have the deduction part also.
Yeah.
So I think this is one area which needs to be looked into. Secondly, in terms of individual taxpayers, the first would be the basic threshold limit. Since 2014, it's been 2.5 lakhs in old regime, and now in new regime it is 3 lakhs. I believe it's
Yeah.
too less, because 3 lakhs basic exemption limit is nothing. If even if you consider the inflation since 2014 till 2024, at least I think
Hmm.
they should adjust that inflation and make the threshold to at least 5 to 6 lakhs.
Right.
Apart from that, as I said, rationalization of slabs is a must. Standard deduction, because what I'm saying is that the corporates are getting all the benefits of deductions and booking their expenses in the PNL, and the individual taxpayers are not getting anything. I believe that the standard deduction at least should be raised, because it's at 50,000 right now,
Yeah.
and initially when that was introduced, the medical and transport allowance were taken away. So I think
Hmm.
standard deduction is not a very good deal as on date. So it should be increased to at least 1.5 lakhs. So these are small changes which will, I think, make the taxpayers happy. I think these would be the major points.
Thank you so much, Gauri, for taking out time and talking about union budget and taxation with us on ET Markets.